Hi, this is Darin Dochterman with High Flow Fuel Injection, and today I'm going to be talking about porting and siamesing SLP siamese runners. Some of the tools I use and some of the process that goes into porting these runners. I've started on this one. As you can see, it's opened up quite a bit. I start out with a large tube runner gasket, and they're cut out in the shape it's going to be used to port the runner. So you cut it out with an X-Acto knife, the shape that you want, and then you can put it on the runner before you've started. And what I do is I'll trace it out with a marker. That way I have a line to go by. I know how much to remove. And I do the first cut with carbide burr. I usually use this the short one to do the first part of it, and then I'll move on to the longer carbide. And then once I get the initial shape, I'll use cartridge rolls on a die grinder to smooth and shape, radius the ports. And you can go a ways back in with the long carbide. You can get it quite a ways back. Here, I'll grab the long carbide, and you can cut it clear back if you want. It takes a little bit of work, but you can get it cut through all the way on each side, and then after you're done with that, you can smooth it all out with the cartridge roll. But yeah, the longer the longer you go in, the further you go in, the shorter the runner, each runner tube gets, and that'll just give you some more RPM. It'll change your power band. As you know, a tune port has extremely long runners, and if you want a little more RPM, you can do a basic siamesing and open it up, or you can do an extensive one where you go quite a ways back, and you can get it to run some pretty decent RPM. Stock TPI system is only good for about, I don't know, 4,700 RPM, somewhere around there, maybe. But this kind of porting, along with plenum porting and base manifold porting, can really increase your RPM potential and your horsepower and your torque. Makes for a lot more fun car to drive. Another idea, after you finish porting runners like this, they're pretty decent size all the way through, but if you want to get a little larger diameter in each tube, after you're done porting, you can send them to extrude hone, and they have a stage 1 and a stage 2. It's a little pricey, but it'll give you a little more airflow, depending on the motor. Some motors, a smaller engine, you don't want to go too big, because you don't want to lose velocity. But if Where was I? But if you have a larger cubic inch engine, you can go, pretty large with the intake system, throttle body, plenum, runners, and lower manifold. And there's a lot of potential in TPI. Some people will say that, they'll ask you, why are you sticking with TPI? It doesn't have the potential, the RPM or horsepower potential. Well, that's not necessarily true. If the intake system's done right, there's plenty of potential there for a very high horsepower engine and some good RPM too. But this is just part of the procedure I do on the SLP runners, and also other cast TPI runners. They can be Siamese too. Edelbrocks and Excels can be Siamese. Most of the time it's the SLP runners that people want to have Siamese. They're already, partially Siamese. I just improve on the design. But yeah, these are the tools and the procedures that I use to do the job. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my videos. I have plenty more to come, explaining how things are done with porting of the TPI. So stay tuned. Check out High Flow Fuel Injection on Facebook. And again, subscribe to the videos. Thanks for watching.